Hello, are you someone in your 80s and 90s enjoying alcohol? How much are you drinking? Do you know what are the healthy recommendations? You probably will refer me to the government recommendations, and here in the United Kingdom, the government advises to drink no more than 14 units a week for men and women. I, as a healthcare professional and especially as a geriatrician, have huge problem with that recommendation. Now, you don't need to be a healthcare professional to see where the problem lies here. How can you recommend the same amount of alcohol to a 30-year-old man and a 90-year-old man? Alcohol is metabolized by the liver, and as we grow older, physiologically, normally, the liver size reduces and the circulation within the liver slows down. So subsequently, the amount of alcohol you drank yesterday might still be circulating in your blood today, depending on how much you drink, of course. So as a result, you might not be metabolizing the alcohol as fast as you used to do when you were 30, 40 years old. As a result, you might end up even with the recommended 14 units a week, which is supposed to be within the target guidelines, healthy amounts. You might end up with the alcohol constantly being in your bloodstream and be in a constant state of hangover. And that's what I see with my older patients who are enjoying alcohol within their recommended units, 14 units a week, or even more. Recently, I had a patient who came to my clinic with memory concerns. He's a 80-year-old retired insurance broker, and as part of his job, he always enjoyed alcohol with his clients, and I calculated his alcohol intake now, which came to 24 units a week, which is slightly more than recommended. Well, it's not slightly, it's quite more than the recommended 14 units. And I've explained to him that the problem is that his memory, his tiredness, his balance problems are all to do with an excessive drinking of the alcohol, even though in his mind, or even in the mind of his children or his wife, he's not an alcoholic. He's been drinking like that whole his life. And if you think about it, it's not even that much. Couple of beers a day or couple of glasses of wine and maybe a whiskey before going to bed. It's something he's been doing whole his life. It wasn't until I explained to him that, of course, his liver was much better and faster at metabolizing that amount of alcohol when he was a young man. Now that alcohol accumulates in his blood and causes all his problems. My recommendation was that he needs to completely, gradually, but completely come off alcohol eventually, especially with his memory concerns. I told him that at least 2-3 patients a year get cured of dementia in my dementia clinics when we take them off alcohol completely. This is something which is not spoken enough in older adults, with older adults. And in my clinic, if the person is not prepared to become a teetotal and they want to enjoy alcohol, my recommendation is bring it below 7 units. Below 7 units of alcohol a week, it's probably just about tolerable for your aging liver, aging brain, and of course don't forget the brain undergoes natural physiological changes as well. Your brain is not as strong as it was when you were 30 or 40 years old, so that 14 units of alcohol will have a more impact on your brain and cause the memory decline, tiredness, sleepiness, balance problems, falls, and many other complications. I hope you found this video useful. And below 7 units a week alcohol, or if you want to be my friend, stop drinking alcohol altogether. Thank you.